is Rachel for Cyber Sports Network. I'm here with Geoff InControl Robinson and Anna UncontroLable Prosser. How do you guys doing after this long event?
Good, just tired. It is certainly it's a marathon to play this many games and to be out this late. We were out till like 3 a.m. every night.
Yeah, actually most of that time spent here before going out because all those Starcraft games went late into the night, but you did pull out very exciting placement. Do you want to fill us in on where you're at right now?
Yeah, I took 4th place, Select took 3rd, and Kiwikaki took 2nd, and Naniwa took 1st.
So that's a big, not a FU, but a pay attention guys who thought he was just focused on NASL. This man does do it all, and maintaining an excellent relationship with his beautiful girlfriend. On top of that, you are an icon for nerds, sir.
Oh, thank you.
So I wanted to ask you guys, you've been together a long time now. How long?
Well, we've known each other 5 years. We dated for a year in college, and then we've been back together for almost 2.5 years now.
Oh, that's excellent. How did you guys first meet?
We were co-captains of the speech and debate team at Oregon State University, so nerds through and through.
And how long did it take you to find out about his StarCraft 2 problem?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it a problem. I think maybe he thought it was a problem before we started dating. But, I would just find out little things like, I'd come over to his house and he'd be just turning off BattleNet or something. And I'd be like, oh, what was that? And he's like, oh, I'm pretty good at this video game. No big deal. I was like, oh, cool. Because I was always a gamer. I mean, I've always loved games just recreationally. So then eventually he'd be like, well, I'm actually kind of good. I've actually won some competitions. And I'm like, there are competitions? So he kind of taught me about the StarCraft world, and I was just super excited the whole time. So I don't know, I think it took a few months before he actually revealed it all to me. But then from then on, it was, when's the next tournament? And I'm going to stay up with you. And I really get into it. I just love StarCraft. So
it's really great. Have you taught her to play yet?
A little bit. She's pretty funny. She's a competitor too, so every time we sit down to kind of learn stuff, she's like, she doesn't have a lot of patience for being terrible, and so it's slow going.
And now, what was your reaction to Geoff being on WCG Ultimate Gamer?
Well, that was actually when we were broken up. So, a lot of people have asked me what it was like not being able to talk to him during that time or whatever, but actually I was actually traveling at that time. I was volunteering with Mother Teresa's Missionaries of Charity, and we connected via phone from India to LA, I think you were in, and it was just like a really good time for both of us to reconnect, and we've always been able to really talk and support each other. So it was actually the best thing that could have happened that he was on that show, because both of us were going through something so big that I think we were kind of there for each other.
Oh, that's excellent. And has it been easy, I guess, dating a girl that accepts your gaming and even encourages it?
Oh yeah, I mean it's absolutely essential to have an important relationship with someone that is okay with this part of your life. I mean, as you know, Ultimate Gamer Cass, dating Torch, he's a professional StarCraft 2 player as well. You can't separate the two, right? You can't be like, well, I tolerate his esports. No, he travels the world. He's got to do it all the time. So, I mean, Anna's really great and supportive about it, and that's part of the reason why we're so close.
Well, you have an increasingly large role, Anna, in the esports part of the life, I guess, between you two. So what are you doing now with, I guess, Kingston?
Yeah, I did some content for Kingston HyperX. We did some StarCraft 2 unit impressions, which are going to be hilarious, so check those out. Did a couple interviews, looking to do more in the future, and eventually, as I get a little more time, right now I'm preparing to compete for Miss USA, so I don't have a lot of time, but as I do get more time and I do get a little bit better at StarCraft, I hope to eventually move into, more of a casting type of role and just get more and more entrenched. I want to give good content, so the more I can do and the better. That'll be great.
Well, is there a role for you at NASL, perhaps?
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. And got to poke and prod at you a little bit here, because the NASL news is the most popular news probably on Team Liquid. So is there any inside information you can give us, maybe you haven't spilled yet?
Inside information. Well, we're just really excited. It's a big venture in the West. It's gaining a lot of interest. A lot of people ask me, well, there's IGN, there's these other tournaments buzz around. Are you worried about competition? And if people are worried about it, they haven't told me, because honestly, the spirit is like, let's do it. Let's have the NASL raise the bar, and let's have everybody else raise the bar further. Like if we're not the biggest tournament in 5 years, then we've succeeded, because that means that it's really kicking off in the West, and that's good. So I mean, no inside information, I guess, just some excitement that people might not expect.
Well, actually, I know production value is a big thing that kind of separates what you're doing and sort of these grassroots tournaments. So I heard from your involvement with EG and their excellent production team that we're going to see a lot of really awesome things from that.
Yeah, I made the mistake of hyping up the Clash of the Titans to be like a precursor to that, and it really wasn't. It was a first-time effort. There's a lot of mistakes made, but for the benefit of us, we learned from them. The studio is fantastic. It's got a fog machine. It's got jazzy lights. We could do a light show if we wanted, and it has like an ESPN desk kind of feel. So we're really excited about getting behind the desk and commentating some great games. It's pretty simple. And as long as the stream upholds, after this weekend, that's not necessarily a guarantee, then we're happy. I mean, unless Greetorp's head explodes or I vomit on camera, we should be okay.
Right, we'll hope that doesn't happen.
Right.
But let's see here. Is there anything else I'm missing? Is there anything that maybe you guys would like to talk about as maybe a gaming team? Some advice for your fellow nerds out there that might want to know how to score a Miss USA contestant?
Well, actually, it's funny because Anna maintains a blog on Team Liquid, and we get asked this a lot. How does a person go about kind of broaching or breaching to a girl? Hey, I play this game fanatically, and I like you as well. How do you do that? And just kind of stay true to yourself. If that's any kind of, that's so cliche advice. You can find that at the end of every Disney movie humanly possible, but it's still true. Like you can't hide it from you. You can't pretend to not like it. It's a part of us, and gaming doesn't have to be a bad thing as long as you make sure to moderate it and balance it with doing other things and show them attention too. That's the funny thing with Anna is that she's tremendously supportive, but she's still a girl. So there's still times where she's like, hello, what about me? And it's like, honey, this is, so. That's what I sound like? Totally. You can hear it in her voice, too.
Well, you've done an excellent job. I'd say an even superhuman job balancing video games, being an awesome all-around dude, running NASL, and scoring this lovely chick. So, Anna, do you have any final words for maybe guys out there who want to work up the courage to talk to a girl, maybe, and are a little shy about their Starcraft habit?
Well, when you're asking things that we'd kind of like to get out there, today is just such an exciting time to be in esports, and even just, our generation has so much access to the people that we want to influence, and we can communicate so easily with the people that are making the decisions for the things that we are passionate about. So I would just echo a lot of what Geoff has said, which is if you want esports to be out there, if you want it to be more acceptable, if you want it to be different, if you want to improve things, then get your voice heard. If you want to see people like Geoff and I and you doing more of this kind of content, tell the industry that would hire us. So I would just encourage people to know you have a voice and get it out there.
We've got a lot of great avenues for that now. We got streaming on Justin TV, YouTube putting up amazing commentaries, so there's really no excuse for you not taking it as far as it can go. And you can use these two lovely people here as an example. Anna, you're making huge waves in the media side of this. Geoff, on all sides of this. So thank you so much for talking with us, and I really look forward to keeping up with you guys in the future.
Well, it's my pleasure. You guys do a great job, so thank you very much for including us.
Thank you so much.